All right, good evening, everyone. We're back on our Monday night team fireball calls. My name is Jenny Field. In case you don't know who I am, I hope you do by now. But we just want to welcome you to our Monday night team call. If you are here on the call live, thanks for joining us. If you are catching the replay, thanks for catching the replay. And we've got some really exciting things just to share with you guys about Activate. That was a little over a week ago. I think we all are still on fire from that event. That event was incredible, and I think it's one that it's going to be hard to top. It was so good. So before we get started, we do have a few announcements, and I'm going to share my screen. So give me just a minute to do that. All right, so our team fireball call. And on this call, we are going to just recap a little bit of Activate. And I'm going to share with you guys about the brand new product that just came out. And it's amazing. And I think a few of us are going to share a little bit of our testimony from being on the product for a couple, maybe about a week, a little over a week. As well. But as we get going, I just want to congratulate, like we always do on our Monday night calls, is those distributors with new enrollments. And this is for the last 2 weeks because we didn't meet last week because we were all on the call to learn more about the new liquid collagen. So this is going to cover the last 2 weeks for distributors with new enrollments. So Janae Rhodes got a new customer. Congratulations. Annette, I hope I said your name right, and Annette Loggins, congratulations on a new customer. Sunshine Diaz, you are amazing. Carrie Stone, she got 2 new customers. Congratulations. Kat Fisher got a new customer. Kava, I hope I said your name right too. Congratulations, you got a new customer. Allison Parnes and myself, Jenny Field. So just congratulations to you guys. We are so proud of you. You're doing the do, you're getting out there, you're sharing from your heart, and you're helping people with their health, which is the most important thing. And the most impactful thing that we get to do with this business is we get to help change people's lives, and we get to help change people's health, which is just incredible. I am going to go over the new product before we go into just recapping a little bit about Activate, just because I've got some slides I want to share, and then I'm going to take it off the slideshow for us to just kind of chat with each other. I've asked a couple of the people that went to Activate to share one of their or a few of their favorite takeaways, but I want to do that at the end of the call. So I'm going to just kind of run through our slideshow, talk about this brand new product. If you have not heard the big news, like, you're going to hear it tonight. And I hope you've heard the big news because LifeVantage has been like blowing it up. I feel like we all have been blowing it up. So you're in for an awesome experience with this new product. So if you have not heard, it is called TrueScience Liquid Collagen. And the secret is out. And we have been so on fire about this liquid collagen since we got to spend 2 whole days listening to the executive board, the science, the research development behind this liquid collagen. And it is really just top of the line. Like, we know that LifeVantage doesn't put out a product that is not top of the line, but it is like far and above anything else that's on the market as far as a collagen, and it's liquid. So that is even more incredible. So the three things that you just really need to know about this liquid collagen is it activates, it replenishes, and it maintains our collagen. Like that's it. If you don't remember anything else, just remember those things. Following along with LifeVantage, we're an activation company. And so that is the first thing that they were like, we got to make it an activation product, right? We've got to activate those cells. We've got to get our body replenishing itself, right? So number one, activation. It's activating the collagen production inside of our body. And then it's replenishing what we've lost, and it's maintaining what we currently have. These are some crazy statistics, okay? So anywhere from between the age of 25 to 28, we start to lose collagen inside of our body. And that is crazy, crazy, crazy. But we know that we age, oxidative stress comes on at the age of 20 anyways. So, we shouldn't be too surprised about it. But so we're already losing collagen in our 20s. And so being able to replenish that collagen that we're losing is huge. And 70 to 90% of Americans, of people, are deficient in collagen. Like they don't have enough collagen in their bodies. And we got to learn in the doctor's meeting on Saturday morning, really every single tissue inside of our body has collagen in it. So I was kind of one of those people that thought, oh, that's just for your hair, skin, or your nails, right? Like collagen's just for that. Well, it is not. It is in every single tissue. So your gut health is huge with having enough collagen and the appropriate amount of collagen in it. Our eye health, our joints, all the way down to our brain health, our heart health, like everything. So we just need more and more collagen. So a few things that make this collagen so different is obviously the ingredients that are in it. Like we are using the best, most natural ingredients. Our collagen is from fish. Like this collagen has been sourced and the freshest that we can get. And so we are providing a collagen that is fish-based. So it's not bovine-based, it's not artificial-based or whatever else the kind of collagen is out there on the market. We are unique in this category to offer this. So it comes, and we have 10 different types of collagen plus amino acids to help support our body. So that collagen density, skin elasticity, and skin moisture, and then obviously that youthful appearance that we all want to have. So this is really what is one of the things that makes this liquid collagen stand out, is this fish base that we provide. And then this ruby red quinoa extract. Like I knew quinoa was good, but when they started talking about what this ruby red quinoa extract does and is inside the body, and I got like glossed over because all that science stuff just goes over my head. But what I took away from this is that this is an activator. So this is that piece that makes our collagen an activator. And these statistics were what they found after they had formulated this product together. And it was kind of like ooh, this is an extra added bonus. We are activating a pathway, a NRF2 pathway, right, in our body by adding this red quinoa extract. So they found that this increases the production of type 1 collagen by 43%. It decreased the degradation, I cannot say that word, degradation, there we go, of collagen by 33%. Don't laugh too much at me, Christy. It increases the production of our SOD antioxidant by 27 times. And this was, they were like blown away when they found that, which is amazing because that's what's, one of those things that is increasing, that NRF2 pathway inside of our body. It also increases the production of catalase, that antioxidant, by 20%, and increases the epidermal barrier structure 2 to 5 times. So all of this skin, that barrier of our skin that we have, it's increasing that skin density, that thickness, and all of that in there, which is really, really cool. And then we have berry and citrus fruit extract, which is really cool. It makes this liquid collagen taste amazing. It is not fishy at all. Like, if it wasn't in one of the little teeny bottles, I wish I had a bottle in here with me, so I forgot to bring one in. But if it wasn't in one of those little teeny bottles, like, I would want to drink like a whole jug of it because it tastes so good. And that has been one of the few, well, the most popular questions that I have been asked when I've been sharing this with my friends and with my customers is, does it taste fishy? And I'm like, nope, not at all. So they use blueberry powder, young pecan fruit, this acerola berry, which supplies vitamin C and antioxidants to promote collagen and elasticin production and help your skin create more of its own natural moisture for a healthy, glowing complexion. So if you have not seen some of the before and after pictures that are floating around, and all of us are taking some before and after pictures too, check those pictures out because they really are incredible within just 7 days of what this collagen is doing. So truly, truly awesome. Few things that are not in it, which I always love to share with people because, we need to share that we are a completely clean company. We provide clean products. So there's no added sugar, no artificial sweeteners, non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, and soy-free, which is huge. And then this is just a little bit more about what makes our liquid collagen different. And I talked about this at the very beginning, but we are the only formula on the market that approaches skin and collagen health 3 different ways. So all the other collagens out there on the market are really only helping like replenish collagen inside of your body, not helping activate the genes responsible for that collagen production, not helping, to maintain the collagen that we already have. So again, these 3 things, activate, replenish, and maintain, are the key points that you just need to drive home and share with your customers, that this collagen is so unique and so different. And this is why people are seeing the results within just seven days of using our collagen. So it's really pretty incredible. And then last, I just wanted to share the promotion that LifeVantage is doing with this collagen. So when we sell to a new customer, we are going to get that Smart Start bonus, right? Like that is what we've always gotten. But they have added this collagen cash. And so they just they're just so generous with us. So whether it's a new customer or whether it's an existing customer, or whether it's maybe a customer that has like stopped ordering and they, don't utilize our products anymore, we want to win them back. And so they're giving us this collagen cash for every 30-day supply collagen that we sell as distributors. They're going to give us $15. And that's just not one time. So if that customer reorders again, the next month, we're going to get another $15 and another $15. And from what my understanding is, this is going to run till October 31st. I don't really know what they're going to do after that, But I'm running with that, and I am selling collagen, 30-day supplies of collagen like crazy, because those $15 add up, and they add up, which is really, really cool that they want, us to win as well. So I am going to, in the slideshow, I am going to take us off of the screen share so that we can all see each other. There looks like there's some chat, and I'm going to go check that out for just a second before we get into, yes, Christy, the amount of the SOD increase with this collagen, it is mind blowing. It's pretty amazing. Yes, the science is awesome, Alice. And the more collagen made, the less collagen loss and all the antioxidants. Remember ARM. Activate, replenish, and maintain. I don't remember who said that as like the acronym, but that was funny. Okay, so I am just going to share just really quickly, because I want everybody else that's on the call, if they're willing to, share a takeaway or something that really was impactful for them at Activate, because this event was just so incredible. And if you were there to experience it, you can walk away and say, yes, this was really incredible. But this is my 4th event now with LifeVantage, and I feel like each one has gotten better and better and better. But this one, LifeVantage just blew it, like hit it out of the park, as far as like making us feel like a family. It was so intimate. Even though there were over 1,000 distributors there, like we still felt like this big family that came together, and the whole event was literally around this brand new product launch with our liquid collagen. And so we got to learn about so much, and the information that they gave us about the collagen, the stories that were shared about how we can incorporate this into our business and basically kind of like relaunch our businesses if we feel like we need to relaunch with this product, was so impactful. And I just loved being able to be around our team and our extended team from Hawaii, and just really feel like we were part of the company. We also got to take a tour of corporate, which was so fun. And I felt the same way there. Like, they're welcoming. They want you to come into that building. They want you to come in and utilize that space and feel like it's our building. It's our corporate that we can go into. And so just the care that they put into the event, and all of it was just so incredible. I did take, like notes and notes and notes of things. And I was like, I can't go through all those notes. So that's why I asked a few people to share. So whoever wants to go first, just unmute yourself and you can share for a few minutes.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm gonna jump on. Hi, because my kids are being quiet, so I figure I better take the opportunity. So we're driving home. It's been a long drive, about 8 hours. So if I look tired, that's why. But one of the things that I have to say was my favorite was just our team being together. Like, I loved doing our corporate tour together, having coffee together, shopping together. And the waterfall hike, it just doesn't get any better than that. One of the fun things that happened is we took a wrong turn, and there were a couple leaders, I'm not going to, name any names, that led us the wrong way. It might have been me. But we just turned around, went back, found our way, made it to the top, and it was so worth it. And so I did feel like it was kind of our LifeVantage journey, right? Like we are traveling up the mountain. We have no idea what we're doing. We take a wrong turn, but we still believe in our leaders because they're awesome, and we all troubleshoot and figure it out together. And so that was one of my favorite parts. And the other thing that I wrote down that really stuck with me was Seth Mulder, I think is the one who said it, but he said we yearn for stories, and the stories that we're living, you know, that every day people want us to be genuine, want us to share what we're going through. And he said those stories are the pebble that land in the water and cause that ripple effect. And so it just reminded me of how impactful our lives are, you know, like our real lives, our genuine lives, and the stories that we share with people, because they really are just that pebble that just goes on and on and on. And I just thought that was it really went into the main speaker really, really well. I highlighted a couple of her notes, but her name was Giselle, and I had never heard of her. But the first thing she said was, I don't love to people, I love to person. And I really, 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 that really resonated with me, because I love people, but one at a time. And so I think that is the power of videos and sharing our stories, because you're connecting with one person, even though you're connecting with a million people. You're only, you know, when you're looking at that camera, you're only talking to one person. And if you only impact one person, that's all that's important. So I'm going to stop there just because there's so much to share. And I know there's several of us on the call that want to share, but it was an incredible event. My favorite so far, for sure.
Thanks, Alice. I appreciate you sharing.
Hey,
I
just have to say right after, since Alice just said it, like the fact that we got to be together as a team, to me, was like the most important thing about this event. Everything that corporate did, of course, was freaking phenomenal, but the time that we got together, just us, and the fact that they worked that time into the weekend so that we could take advantage of it, that to me was priceless. I was so grateful that they allowed us to do that, you know, that they said, here, this is your time for your teams. and we took it and ran with it. And also the party. Usually I'm the one to talk about the science and be all excited about the science. You guys, I totally am. I'm so excited about this science, and I'm so excited about the direction that the company is going with their, you know, the checklist for the new products. Like every new product has to check all the boxes, and I love that. But I feel like this event was different because of the connection that we got with each other, and that was with, you know, the party. And you're, like you said, Jenny, it was so intimate. It felt so personal, and so much like the company was pouring into us, into me, into you, and you, and you, and you, and you. You know, it was just really an incredible feeling. The whole weekend, it was so incredible. So that's all I'd like to share.
Thanks, Christy. I appreciate you.
I'll share.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'm driving, but
We can hear you. You're good.
Ditto to everything that Alice and Christy said. And I mean, I completely agree. Spending time with the team, and, you know, just sharing about our lives with each other and all of that, I think is just obviously like one of the best parts of the event, or any event. I think the one thing that really kind of sparked it for me with the new product, not only, you know, like the the factual side of things and the science, but the fact that they've created so many opportunities for us to be successful. You know, they've got a whole section on the app of just things that are to help us. And they've created, you know, templates for text message answers or social media posts or videos or ideas of things that you could do or things that you could make or how to talk to, you know, new customers just about this product. And I feel like, you know, they've really set it up so that even if this is the first new product that has come out since you've been a distributor, or if you've just become a distributor and you are like, I have no idea what to do, I feel like it's so personalized to just help us, you know, copy and paste and just start talking to people and not feel like we don't know how to explain what we're talking about. Because I feel like that's something I struggled with a lot, is not knowing enough. And so just to have it there, and then, you know, I might just be copying and pasting for a while, but every single time I do it, I'm reading it. And it's one more time I'm reading it and it's ingraining in my head. But I just like the fact that everything is there and that there's just so much information that I can just feel like I have all the tools I need to share this new product.
Yeah, that's so amazing, Abby. Thank you for sharing that, because I do feel like we are spoiled in that aspect with our app. They have so many tools and resources on that app for us, and for them to put all of that on there for us to utilize. And even if we're copy and pasting for a little bit, it's the repetitiveness behind that that sinks in, right? Because then there's going to be a time when all of a sudden you're going to be like, I don't have to copy and paste that. I can, you know, like make it this way and tweak it and know what to say. But I'm so glad that you're using that tool. And it is so amazing that we get that tool for free. Like, it comes with our distributorship. So we are so taken care of with this company. I think we have Carol left to share, and I just cannot wait to hear what you had to say, Carol, because this was your first event with LifeVantage, and I know you had a little bit of hesitation of, you know, actually like saying you're going to come. So take it away. I cannot wait to hear what you share.
Well, you know, I thought I was going to be the only person that said, you know, what was actually the most important part for me was getting to know our team one-on-one. I got to spend time with each person individually, and that was so special. And the other thing that resonated with me as a PTSD Amway distributor was that when we had our lunch with our bigger team, that the president and the board all came, that they talked to us individually, that they are listening. I know Alice had talked to them about something to do with horse products, and I believe something's in the works there too. And just that, not only that they came and talked, but that the president knew Alice. It's like they know us and they want to know us. And that, you know, it was just a very special connection. I felt like before I never felt, not in this group, but that as a distributor, that the company was working for us. Here, I feel like the company is working for us. They understand our value. And it's important to them that they support us, because our success is their success. And without us, they can't be successful. And they value us. And that really came across. The other thing that really struck me, it was worth getting up for the medical panel, because there was information there that I feel like I can legitimately share with people. Without actually saying the product does this. I can say I was at a panel where one of the doctors had 5 patients on the collagen, and that every one of them had gone into remission. Of course, we can't say that the product cures, blah, 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 blah. But this was one doctor's experience that I met with. And I feel like because that was a personal experience, that gives me a greater tool. I do also want to share, and I'm sure my skin is no better because I have been up late and up early all rodeo week, and my allergies are horrible. But my neck, which is so much better since the Protandim, I was out just walked my dog when I got home before I got on the call, and I swear it's even now, like today, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like my neck is moving better than it was. So I am just so hopeful for the personal experience with this product and what it's going to do, what my personal experience will allow me to share with other people. And also, it encouraged me to make my first ever Facebook video. So there you go.
Oh, that is so awesome, Carol. Thank you so much for sharing. And I just love you so much. And you are so genuine. And I just love how you love on people so much. And by the way, your Facebook video was incredible. Like, I just have to tell you that. And I'm so proud of you for jumping out there. And I'm watching your space, and I am going to see what's going to happen in the next 30 days. And you're glowing, and I cannot believe that you've already feeling like, just some incredible results with your neck and your joints. And what, it's only been like 10 days, 8 days, something like that on it. So incredible results. And yeah, I cannot wait to hear from everybody's testimonies and results as well. So I think we all are getting vulnerable on this team. Abby's getting vulnerable as well. And I just love it. And I love our community, and I love our little team that we have. So thank you guys. I think if everybody is good, I don't have anything else. I'm going to end it on that. And I hope everybody has a wonderful night.